Hello guys,
welcome back to another episode of Two
Fat
Boys Reviews. So Muhammad, what car are we hunting for today?
Actually, this car, I would say, is very common and it's everywhere on the road lah. Like literally, if you throw a stone, close your eyes, throw a stone.
Sure kena that car one.
You wanna try?
Wanna try? Let's try. I throw this, sure hit a car that you will see every day on the road. SARS! Alright guys, so now we are in the car driving.
Means I don't need this, right?
No. Yeah, where's my mask?
Oh no, you forgot your mask.
Yeah. So yeah, we're in the car driving. We are getting to know the car, which we already know the car more than well lah. Yeah, we are well aware of this car. So a few facts about this car. This is a 2017 Vezel Hybrid. It comes with a 1.5 naturally aspirated Earth Dreams Honda engine, producing 150 horsepower and about 158 Newton meters of torque lah. Okay numbers, but the interesting part here is that it is mated to a brand new 7-speed dual clutch transmission. So Honda is going into uncharted waters. This is their first time ever having a dual clutch transmission for a mass production vehicle. Yeah, so what do you think of it so far, Muhammad?
Okay, what we have today is the Vezel Hybrid, like Muhammad said. Basically, it's the same as the Vezel lah. Only difference for this one, also like Muhammad mentioned, it has a DCT gearbox, while the normal petrol version is running on CVT.
Well, as mentioned previously, right, Honda CVTs are on the bad side lah.
They should have DCT in the petrol model, bro. I was saying they should have the DCT gearbox on the petrol model also.
Yeah, I agree.
That'll be much better.
Okay, yeah, gearbox aside, this car comes with a healthy boot of 448 liters. This being also the car having 60-40 folding seats, and Muhammad's favourite,
The Magic Seat.
Magic seats, where you
Same
can
as the Honda Fit.
Yeah, so
Actually, this is the based on the same platform as the Jazz and the Fit lah. It's just that it's a crossover model lah. They made it taller and some body trimmings to make it look like an SUV. Driving wise, it feels like a hatchback. It's just sitting taller lah.
so if you want to buy it, if you want to get it brand new, it's about 105, right?
That's for the full spec one, right?
105, 106, yeah, with the full Honda sensing package and everything lah. So depreciation is about 8 to 10k. So I think not bad.
Yeah, for a used one. But if you're getting a used one, maybe
inside the scope. So we'll get to that. Yeah, so we will tell you 5 things that we like and we don't like about this Honda Vezel Hybrid.
Let me start with the likes, and then you do the dislike. Okay? Okay. You can join the SUV bandwagon. Everyone is trying to drive a SUV now. So this is one of the cheaper ones that can get you an SUV. You know, seat taller, easy accessibility and all lah. But yeah, so that's one good thing about it. Second one, it has decent power for the good fuel economy that it gets lah. What's the fuel economy by the way?
It gets about
consumption?
16 to 17 kilometers per litre.
16 to 17, which is not bad lah. And the power is quite decent. Also, comparing to the normal petrol version of the Vezel, this one is more powerful.
Yeah.
Probably because of the
150 horse. 150 horse. Not
probably
bad,
because of the electric motor assisting ah. So yeah. Number 3, the good thing, it's basically a Honda Fit hybrid. Okay, if you're getting the petrol model, it's basically a Honda Fit on stilts lah. Higher lah. Jacked up lah. So Honda Fit being a bread and butter car, you know, parts are easily available and it's easy to maintain and basically easy to own. Number 4, good thing, it looks good. Honda cars look good, right, Mamat?
Yeah, I have to give it them.
Looks are subjective lah, but I think it looks good. I think almost everyone can agree that this is a good looking car.
Back in 2015, I mean that was when the SUV craze boomed, right? It was during the point of the Harrier.
Yep.
Before the CHR and other SUVs came out, right? When it was one of the first crossover SUVs to boom in the market. So with that period, I think with its looks, I think it was revolutionary. It was like different. So I think I have to give it to them that it has good looks lah.
Yep. So back to the good points. Number 5, it's relatively easy to drive. It's basically a hatchback, taller hatchback. So it's not that big as well lah. So they say if you sit higher, you can gauge better. For ladies for guys, sensing usually better lah. So it's easy to drive. That's another good point about this car lah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it is not all a bit of roses. So let's go to the bad points of the car that you have to be aware of. Number 1, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, it's too common on the road. It's like everybody's wearing joggers now. Yeah, everybody's wearing jeans now. You see them so many on the road that you can't differentiate whether it's a private hire, it's your own car, or So for me, I think for us lah, we don't like owning cars that are too common on the road. Like, walao, I cannot distinguish which one is mine.
I noticed there are a lot more private hire Vezels than privately owned ones on the roads. So that's
it's a decent car, but when it comes to common on the road, right? I mean, I think that's the minus point for me.
No one likes driving a car which the taxi company has lah, basically.
Yeah. So that's the point number 1. Pointer number 2. Yes, this is a very important insider scoop that we have about this car. This car has some problems with the DCT. Like I said, Honda is going into uncharted waters with this. It's unproven for them, right? So being seen so many Vezel hybrids, right, in our daily work, I have to say that there are some problems with the DCT. Yeah, I mean, like, not to compare with VW's DSG, right? I mean, this gearbox, when you floor the pedal, the car will go like, will jutter and that. What the sorry. What the hell am I supposed to do? Why am I supposed to do? Downshift, upshift, accelerate? I don't know. The gearbox goes into panic mode and will jutter and sometimes just break down on you. Yeah, so that is quite a major problem. And also there is also another issue of what, Mama, with the car.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Unwanted Christmas lights will light up your dashboard.
We don't want to go too deep into this. Just do a simple Google search on Vezel Christmas lights.
Yeah, it's a very, very common problem. That
True story.
Hashtag true story. So that's pointer number 2. Pointer number 3, despite being jacked up and having quite a presence on the road, this is like Mamat said, based on the Honda Fit, which is a B segment category car. So despite looking big, the interior, meh, yeah, it's not that spacious, I would say, especially for
big size
people lah. Yeah, so with the dimensions, I mean, if you carrying 4 persons, right, in the individual seats, I think it's fine. But once you carry 5, the person in the center will have to suffer.
3 fat boys, no go.
No go.
Totally no go.
Yeah. So we have tried it before. Take our word for it that 3 big size people cannot fit at the back.
3 adults can squeeze lah, but it won't be comfortable.
Comfortable lah.
Won't be comfortable.
Yeah, headroom is okay, but your leg room and your shoulder room, I don't think you can fit 3 people. Yeah, so like I said, it looks big, but actually inside is not that big lah. So pointer number 4, which is quite a big issue that I have with the car. The bad pointer number 4 is that the setup of the suspension is very, very stiff. Yeah, if you can see from the videos that we are driving just now, even on normal roads, yeah, shaking our head, so it's quite uncomfortable for a daily drive car.
Yeah, they say manufacturers try to stiffen the rides to compensate for the higher center of gravity.
Yeah,
but I think this one wasn't done well. I mean, other SUVs still better. This one a bit hard lah. Our friend mentioned it's like driving on coilovers.
Yeah.
So
not a good feeling, especially when after a long day of work. Wow, I don't like that lah. So yeah, that's one bad point. I think probably Honda could improve on their next facelifted version of the Vezel, probably. So yeah, another pointer number 5, last bad point about the car, I would say that the interior very common lah.
Yep.
You will see this interior on the Vezel Hybrid, on the Shuttle Hybrid, on the Fit Hybrid,
Grace
Hybrid. It's the same layout, same speedometers, same aircon meter
on every other Honda.
I know it's to cut costs or something lah, but don't be too generic. Yeah, that's the word for it. This car is too generic. It's too common, too identical. That it turns people off lah. I think it turns us off lah.
Okay, before we go for a drive, the interior is hard plastic.
Plastic on the dashboard.
Nothing excites me except for the aircon vents and these lights. It's all like aeroplane reading lights. So other than that, nothing special, right? Nothing special. Okay, back seats like we mentioned, magic seats available and also can be folded down 60-40 for more boot space.
It's basically a no frills, point A point B car lah. It gets the job done. But
nothing more than that. Okay, shall we go for a drive?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Okay. One thing to mention, if you have not driven any hybrids before, comparing this to the Prius, right? When the engine transit from the engine power to the battery, right? There's this
judder.
There's this judder. So for the Prius, it's very smooth. It's almost unnoticed. Like now running on battery. Now running on the engine. For this one, you can tell there's a judder.
Yeah, like Prius has been, Toyota has been perfecting the Prius for a long time. We will do a review on a Prius soon. If you notice, if you know or even driven a Prius before, you know that transition that Mama was talking about, very smooth. You won't feel the change from battery to petrol. It's very seamless. But for this, you will feel it.
Yep. Look at our heads.
Yeah, we are not over exaggerating. This is literally how the ride is.
Yep, it's a hard ride. It's not harsh. It's just bumpy. It's a stiff ride.
Yeah,
not good in my point of view.
I don't like it but the power is
This,
okay
yeah, it's decent. Look,
decent. Yeah. That quick change of a DCT or
yep, it's not bad. But defeats the purpose. If you keep driving this way, then you buy a hybrid.
yeah, just being ironic.
Yeah. So why a DCT in a hybrid?
Actually, you got a point. Why did they put it? Maybe the DCT was meant to save fuel
Yeah lah, it has that thing also
because it's 7-speed
One of the characteristics is to save petrol. Okay, quick fact. This is a PI model. So Malaysian Brothers, you will have the HRV instead.
I think Singapore has it also, right?
Yeah, Singapore has it also.
Yeah, I think Car Motor brings in the HRV, but if I'm not wrong, it has lesser airbags and it's not Earth Dream's i-Vtec. It's not that good of an engine, I guess.
There's no hybrid version for that one lah.
Yeah.
So that means CVT only model.
Well, so
but Malaysian Brothers, again, don't buy HRV lah. You got a lot of other choices lah. BRV, CRV. You got the Toyota big one, the same as the Pro 2 Aruz.
They got the Proton XC70,
XC50, XC70. Oh my god, these cars we won't get it here lah. So
that's an awesome car. Well, yeah, probably one day if they try or they decide to bring in.
See,
Malaysian Brothers, Singapore Brothers, we can hook up one day, Mechanica Malaysia, what's the other, Naz Abdullah, Car Life, Syed from Car Life. We just want to shout out to you. Nice to hear from you.
Thanks
bro.
for writing back, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate
We didn't expect that.
Yeah,
We get rejected a lot.
Car Life,
We get ignored a lot.
Oh well. Maybe you want to, look at the vibration.
Look at that.
Like I was saying, maybe one day reviewers from Malaysia, Singapore, all of us can come together, have a meetup or something, drink kopi. No problem, bro. Once the border is open lah. So yeah, as I was saying just now, the stiff setup of this car. Look at that, I mean, you can tell from the vibration of this video that it's very bad. So
there's still a bit of body roll lah, so they didn't really get anything done with trying to minimize it lah.
I feel that it was a rush job. Like they wanted
just
SUV,
to come out with a SUV.
So just based it on the fit, okay, just jack it up and then stiffen the suspension, that would do, and come out with the Vezel. Right? Just the eye hit a bit, just the look a bit. I think it was a rush job lah. I think lah, because I don't think an established car maker like Honda would, tick off on this car with such a bad ride. I mean, this being it's not a brand new car lah, but it's still relatively new, so I don't think the suspensions will wear out that fast.
It drove like this when it first came.
Yeah,
we had experience with it when it was brand new. So it is like this. That's the characteristic of this vehicle lah.
Yeah.
Anyway, visibility is okay, so it makes it easy for you to drive and park for ladies. Yeah, easy to see everything lah. The mirror is big, and there's one small mirror there below the side mirror. I don't know to see what. I cannot see anything from here.
It's a mirror
Yeah.
I don't know to see what but it's a mirror.
Okay, I guess.
So you're missing your Qashqai now?
Of course. Of course. So I guess that will bring us to the summary. I will have the summary, and then Muhammad will give you guys a summary of this car. Okay, to me, I think this is basically a Honda Fit on steels So you lose out on comfort. I rather you drive, my friend. I rather you go and buy the Fit or the Jazz the guy that Syed did the review on that GK Jazz.
Nice, huh?
Very nice. See, and again, don't go and buy Vezel and lowered and put body kit all lah, bro.
Okay, I share
That's my
my
part.
comments.
That's my part. Now, Muhammad.
Okay, my take is that this car came out in 2015, where it was like I said, revolutionary at a point of time. But now in 2020, my take is that there are better SUVs out there, better crossovers out there. You know, you should give them the other SUVs a try first before committing. Doesn't mean that there's a lot on the road. Doesn't mean it's good. So you can. Sometimes the alternatives are the better ones. You know, now you have your GLA, you have your X1, Q1, Q2. You know, what else? Nissan E-Kicks, Kicks E-Power. Yeah. So many choices to choose now. So Vezel is not your only option lah. If you want to talk about fuel efficiency, you know, Nissan Kicks E-Power, that's a smart car, you know. Other cars also have a hybrids model like, also nicer looking ones, GLA, like I said. CHR, you know, better looking ones. So I would not choose this lah if I'm looking for an SUV.
Okay, so I think that's mostly all about this car lah. If you really die have to buy, and you die want a hybrid, get a full spec one lah.
Yeah.
And standby brake tape for you to paste on the dashboard.
To cover up the Christmas lights.
Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Again, Syed, thanks for replying. We really appreciate it. Looking forward to meet you, maybe, if possible. You see, work something out. Mama, anything?
Yeah, thanks for the comments and the DMs. Yeah, comments, we love them now.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Yeah, so we know where to improve, you know. We are not perfect, we are just noobs in this area. So yeah, we hope to hear more from you guys. You know, you want to catch us for kopi or what, no problem lah, DM lah.
You got your car, want to ask to review also can.
Yeah,
so called running out of cars also lah. Yeah, we can make time for yours.
Yeah, so don't worry, our weekly episodes are still up and running.
Yep.
Yeah, just that if you want to volunteer to us to review your car, can lah. We love to lah, like Muhammad said. Alright, so continue to subscribe to our channel. Keep liking those videos, our Facebook and Instagram. And we'll see you next week on another episode of Two Fat Boys. Bye-bye.